Okay, this is the video you all been wanting to hear about. I mean, I've been leaving hints and stuff because I was really kind of worried about doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So it starts off. I friend this guy on Facebook, and I looked at his page because you gotta look at everybody's pages now. You can't friend everybody because as soon as you friend somebody that don't have maybe 100 mutual friends, it's always a chance there's a scammer or some kind of bot that's trying to pull a scam on you. I don't know, but this guy's page looked fine. I mean, I looked down at it. You could scroll way down, and it wasn't none of these weight loss scam sites or none of that crap. So and he didn't message me right off because usually if you get a scammer, first thing they do is they will message you almost immediately after you friend them, and that's a red flag right there because if somebody wants to be your friend, they've checked your page out. So this guy didn't message me for a couple of days, so I was thinking, yeah, well, maybe it's legit. So I didn't fool with him anymore. But then he messaged me and said, "Hey, you want to join the Illuminati?" So, and I told him point blank. I said, "Listen, to join, I've already been scammed by a couple of people trying to say that they're in the Illuminati, and again, there's a lot of these people out there, like the Rothschilds and some of these other people. They just fake because the Rothschilds they wouldn't message you like that, But like I said, I was I thought he was okay. He said we wanna find out who these people are so we can stop them. So I'm thinking, well, okay. Well, then he says, what I want you to do is contact the Grand Master. And he gave me his number. He said, go to the WhatsApp, message him on there. And so I did. I didn't get a message back for maybe about 7, 8 hours. And then finally somebody, I'm assuming he just checked his messages, but then he tells me then, I need to uh, do this right here and take a picture of it, which is basically one of the Illuminati signs to tell you to take a picture of it so you're serious, and then send it back. So I did that, and then later on, this is what I get. This is what I get right here. This is a contract to join the Illuminati. What it is you fill it out. You get a picture and put on it. It's for your actually it's for your membership card and your passport ID, because they create you one that you can go all over the world with. And then they had me cut my finger, and you can see right there I had to put my thumbprint in blood. So I do that. I send it back to him, and I thought everything was good. You know, here's what I told my wife. I said, let me see, I'm going to go through this. I said, I want to be God's warrior, God's spiritual warrior. I said, I want to see how far I can get and see what they actually have in store for me if I do. Well, later on that night, after he got the contract, he said he's waiting now for the other grandmasters to get it and approve it. But until then, I had other things I had to do. So, I mean, here's where it got crazy. I mean, he starts messaging me all night, want me to do these. He wants me to take down these things that he wants me to read, and then he wants me to read them, and then he wants me to record them back on video and send them to him. So here's the first one, and I mean, you can see. I don't know if you can see, but what it says is, and I'm not going to read all of it. From the day onward, I accept Baphomet as my personal Lord and Savior. So Baphomet's that thing you see at the satanic churches that they worship like the goat. That's what that is. And then it says, from day on my words, I give my loyalty, trust, obedience, and to my God, Baphomet. So, that was the first thing he had me read. And then like I said, later on, let's see, here's another one. This is the next one. All right, it says, global agenda. It says, hail the light. My time starts now. Forward ever, backward never. Hail to the mother Lilith. Guide me through my initiation so I can encounter no distraction. Hail Lucifer, God of wealth, fame, power, and protection. So that's that one. But here I am. Here I am learning now that Lilith is part of it. I always thought Lilith was like. Remember, Lilith was the very first one before Eve. So Lilith came before Eve, but she fell like Lucifer did. So, but again, and then it's like, I encounter no distraction. Hail Lucifer, God of wealth, fame, power, and protection. Let me be the God of abundance. Hail to the great light of the Illuminati. Brotherhood, I shall forever belong to the global agenda. And then there's something like Cretius and Lucifer. So there you go. I mean, there's another one. And then later that night, I get another one. And you see, it's written right here. It says, I place myself like an open page before you, Master of the Light. Show and direct me to the Antichrist. Let's see. Ways to the elite so I can achieve all my desires in life, riches, wealth, and powers that should become my titles, credentials in Lucifer, Avenue Satan. That's the next one. And then the final one, he told me, he says what you need to do now is go in. This is the last one he asked me to do. I'm wanting to go to bed, but I keep getting them. So the next one he asked me to do is record a video with no clothes on, get this glass of water, and then drink it. But say this first. It's like, hail Lucifer. It says, let's see. Here we go. And if I decide to take a step backwards, let this golden water of yours strike me to death, or react negativity to me, hell Lucifer. So I was basically drinking that. That was an initiation, but then it was like, I don't hear nothing out of them for the next day. But then here comes the money. So here comes the email with the money, $500,000. A car of my choosing, any kind of car I want, new car I want, any kind of house within America, in the USA, any place in the USA I choose to live, I can have it for free. I get a American Express card with $1 million limit that the government covers. I get a Visa card. I mean, not a Visa card, but a Visa with a green card, unlimited green card that goes anywhere in the world. So, say I wanted to start a business in another world, I got a green card for every place I go to. And here's the kicker. A spirit box. Now, why do I want a spirit box? I already got a spirit box, but what the spirit box was for, I believe, is, and I'll get to it in a minute, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But here's what they do to me the next day after the money and all has been offered. Then later they join me into this different chat, so I'm talking to somebody different now. This is the guy over the other guy I was talking to. So here we are trying to go to the movies, and we're out somewhere, and they send me a message telling me, said, hey, why don't you record a video saying what it means to the Brotherhood and post it in this new group. This new group was called 666. So what do you think about that? That's basically. So we get back, I find a quiet place, I record the video, I send it to them, and then then I don't have nothing out of them again until the next morning, where now they've approved me. They said I'm in it now. I've just got one more last thing to do. Well, they had me record another video, but then they had me do one more thing. They said that this is going to be the last thing until you go to Atlanta and with your contract, and then we release all the funds to you once you get down. I mean, once you're down there and made part of us. And this is what they had me do. They said, get a glass, fill it half full of water, cut your thumb. Now, I've already did this one time already for that document, but they want me to do it again. They want me to drip blood down in the glass, mix that blood up, and evidently that's a soul and that's your spirit and soul cleanser. It cleanses your soul and your spirit. Now, why would they want me to cleanse my spirit and soul? I'll tell you why. I've heard they like to take and conjure up old demons or old people that died years ago and bring them back and put them in people. It happens to a lot of them. If you see a lot of these celebrities out there, you'll hear a lot of them say that they worship Baphomet as their god. But some of them's got another demon that they worship. But this one, they wanted me to worship Baphomet. They wanted me to drink water to Lucifer. They wanted me to praise Lilith. I mean, everything you think of, you heard in True Blood or any other show. But I drank the blood, and then I drank the water and blood. It didn't taste like nothing. So I wasn't worried so much about it making me sick. But then I have a decision to make, because I start arguing with them, because I want them to give me the money now. I want to call their bluff. So I'm telling them to give me the money now, and they won't. But I'm outside talking to my neighbor. This guy's been with me almost 30 minutes trying to convince me to join, and I won't budge. But then I'm outside with my neighbor, and I'll tell my neighbor, I said, shoot, it was a long, hard time to try to get this place that we're in now. I said, and everything in that backyard I planted. I said, all that back there is my work. I said, I keep this place clean. I keep this place perfect. I said, because I love living here. I said, and plus, it's what we wanted all our lives. I mean, me and my wife been trying to get a place like this forever. And so, they tell me, your 30 minutes is up. You need to make a decision. My decision was, I'm a happy family man. I want to be happy. I want to live my life happy. I don't want all that. And in between, I'm trying to tell this guy this. I see a vision of myself. I see a vision of myself alone, no wife, no child, wearing suits, going into these places with these Illuminati members. I believe I probably had to kill somebody. I ain't certain, but that's what was coming to me in my. See, I got the gift of knowing, so I kind of knew what I was in store for. I didn't want to risk it. But what happened to me afterwards, I gave you an idea what they made me read. There's more of it than just that too, but that's what I wanted to give. I'm gonna give you an idea of what they made me read. And what happens now was, after I basically told them I wanted to just live the way I'm living. Here's what they told me. We should have we go after younger people because, they're young. They've got their whole life to go, so they're willing to take risk. But we shouldn't have never messed with you because you're already content in life. You don't want to get bigger and go somewhere else. And I didn't. And I told him too. I said, dude, I got another movie coming out. I said, if I need money, I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to make money from this one. And I know we are because I've seen it. But anyway, after I had read all that stuff, after I had recorded all that stuff, for the next 3 days, I had the worst headache I mean, I had the worst headache. I told my wife, I said, I don't understand it. I said, I don't understand it. I don't have headaches. I never have headaches unless it's a sinus one, but I usually, that's like a day thing. That's not a 3 day thing. So, I start believing that because I felt like pressure right in my front of my head right here. And it felt like my head was going to blow up. And it's because I read all that crap. And, and I've got angels that support me. I've got God, God spoken to me. And I didn't, I wasn't doing this to join an evil organization, that drank children's blood and worship the devil, you know, and shoot, you see now that what that really is about. And I mean, crap, that probably ain't all that was gonna happen to me. I've heard, and I don't know, it might happen to just rappers, but I don't wanna be no part of their sodomy stuff that they do either. You know, screw that. But anyway, I've wanted to expose this. I want everybody to understand that it ain't cut and dry. If you want to join this crap, you better be willing to give your soul away, and you better be willing to say goodbye to everybody, because once you go down that road, I don't think there's a road back. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that place. I'm not going to be that place. So then, after the headaches, I get the spirit box out. I said, if there's something in here that's affecting me, I'm gonna find it, because I have good luck. Any time I turn that spirit box on, I have good luck. It's just me. But I turned the spirit box on, and I asked to speak to a demon. Nothing. I said, is there a demon present? Nothing. I said, who's here? Nothing. I said, is there an angel here? And then, bam, a few seconds later, I hear it. I'm an angel, clear as day. And it was so kind and so sweet. And I heard it. And then my headaches went away. And they haven't been back. So you know what I think? Honest to goodness, I think that angel and God cleared my head of that, whatever that crap was. And I don't mind watching TV shows and movies. But no freaking way am I gonna join the Illuminati. And now you know what they put me through. I mean, look, my thumb still ain't completely healed. It's still bruised. I mean, keep asking you to drink your blood. I mean, you hear celebrities talk about they drink blood. Now you know why they do it. It's sick, and and that's why I bailed on it. I turned down $500,000 and 50,000. Well, yeah, I forgot to say $50,000 a month. I mean, $50,000 a month, $500,000 up front. But money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. I'll be honest. I get more joy out of going out there and seeing what I've grown in the ground than I do having a lot of money. Well, what am I going to do with it? I mean, I have everything I want right now. I got a great family. And I got a great place I live at. I got great neighbors. I don't need somebody to make me rich, and I don't need to be spewing that kind of evil. It's been good, folks, and I can't wait for y'all to see this. And